Hello, my people. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, fellow Biafrans all over the world. Join me today for another important update. Join me, my people all over the world. Join me, join me. Before I continue, I have to say a prayer. Almighty God, Father Lord, I thank and glorify your holy name, Almighty Jehovah, the God of Biafrans. Please, my Lord, release our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, for us. Release him for us. Release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He did not do anything. He has never done any harm to any human. Please, my Lord, release him for us from the hands of these marauders. Protect our indomitable Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the wonderful man that God gave us. Protect him, please, my Lord. Almighty Father, I thank you on behalf of fellow Biafrans. He say, my people, it is going to be wonderful today. Thank you, Sonny, for joining. There's a video I will like every Biafran to watch. In fact, everybody in the zoo, including Biafrans. Everybody in the zoo need to watch hear this audio, and they will know what is happening, what has been happening, what we are going through. And I don't know how to spread this gospel. My people, it is wonderful. But first of all, let me commend Biafrans yesterday. They all turned up in their hundreds and thousands to watch the opening of Biafra shop on the internet. Our Prime Minister is one in a million. He is one man too many. I thank you all for being there, for listening to him. You can go online now and purchase any memorabilia on Biafran heroes, bags, shoes, anything you can think of. So my people, remember that any penny we spend on that Biafra shop, you know where it is going to. So we have to endeavor to shop there, not just that you don't have a shop around you, but you know the purpose of that sales on the internet in Biafra shop. Thank you, my people. I'm proud of you people. Biafrans are wonderful people, business-oriented, very intelligent, very smart, and very humane above all. We are loving people, liberal-minded people. We are not violent. We are not people that do not consider others. We love good things for ourselves and for others. We are not self-centered. But no, they will still castigate us. So now, as I usually do, I will play the voice of our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu.
I have no doubt. I have no fear. I don't entertain any shred of dissension in my heart, knowing fully well that Biafra is coming and there is nothing man can do about it. It's in the realm of what man can do to stop. It is now firmly in the firmament, the spiritual realm, that the coming of this kingdom must herald the beginning of everything good about the creation of Chukwuemeka.
There will be no room for for negotiation other than the day for independence or the declaration of the Biafra Republic. Thank you.
These are the two most wonderful men that God gave us for the cause of this Biafra liberation, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa. Any other person is not for us. So my people, we have to always listen to them and follow their directives because they are leading us towards the end of all this hardship, intimidation, and all. Fellow Biafrans, at this time, in the process of our liberation, we are doing self-referendum, voting online. The simplest way of people casting their vote that I have ever seen. Not going to queue under the sun or under the rain. My people, you know that when the push comes to shove in Africa and all over the world, that's when they know who is who. At this time, our Prime Minister is the last man standing. Hello, my wonderful people. I wish that the whole Biafrans will come in here and hear this video that the audio that I'm going to play today. My brother Osi, thank you for joining. Michael, thank you, and Owen, thank you all for joining. Today, ndị Igbo na-asị ọ ga-adịkwa egwu maka na unu ga-anụ ife ụfọdụ, and I will continue to spread it across everybody nọ na the zoo and Biafrans will hear what is going on. Na mgbede nya ụgbọ si Abuja wee na-anata wee luo n'ebe Lokoja. Thank you, my wonderful sister. Thank you so much. She said, Lord strengthen you, our darling sister, that Biafra Betty. Ndewo nwanne m, Chukwu gozie gị. That audio is sending all the fantastic and wonderful. I'm going to play it here for our people. Ya ndị be anyị ụmụnna anyị wee si thank you Owen. Ndị be anyị wee si Abuja wee na-anata na mgbede nya. Asị na nọ ndị be anyị na ndị ofe mmanụ. Ndị a wee gbusie ụmụaka fakalịlụ 5 n'ime moto. Wee na-ebe fonu, na-egbujisi fonu. We cannot be with these people. Thank you so much. We cannot be with these people. There are many videos flying about. And my people, in fact, I don't know how many to download and to show. What we need to do is to ask ourselves question. These people, are they worth our problems? Hello, Diane, my sister. Thank you. I'm happy you are here today. Because this voice that is going to play now, though they are speaking in Igbo, one is a professor, maybe a lecturer in the university, and the other one is a politician. I will explain anything in English that anybody don't understand. We, the people of West Africa, we have to push the Fulanis. far, far back to their home. These people, they are evil. They are evil. They will split you from your brother, from your sister, from your neighbor, from just to gain grounds. You can imagine somebody will come and be telling you, Sadwana of Sokoto, during his interview, I know that all of you have seen that video. A white man was asking him, he was saying, oh, the Igbos, because the Igbos are the ones challenging him so much. There is no part of the zoo that they are not buying people. Everywhere. No state will tell you that they haven't been to their place. No, they have been everywhere, buying people. So, everybody, Biafrans and the people from zoo, they have to sit down and think of these people and how to deal with them. Let me start by showing you people the latest video now, before I go to the main voice of this conversation. Because sometimes people will be sitting, you are looking for your freedom. They will be paying your own brothers to sabotage you. In the end, they will buy that same person, because they know that if that person is alive, they will start giving birth again to people who will come and be challenging them, because these are people from North Africa. I showed the video, I sent the video to my sister, Diane. The guy was telling them that Nigeria is not their home, that they should go back to North Africa, that he too is a Fulani, and that they should stop buying Nigerians. Yesterday, just yesterday, the person reporting that incident, I cannot show it here. It was so messy. You know, they hide all these people and they are using knife. And they videoed it and sent it out just to scare people. Listen to this video.
I'm talking about the ISIS, the Boko Haram, the Al Qaeda that is coming, and what you people have also heard. What you see here is the logistics. You see here is the logistics of Boko Haram, sponsored by the Emirates. Are you seeing it? You see all in that consignment coming through the northern Nigeria border is what they are using. They are going to use to invade the southern Nigeria. Are you ready for it? Are you ready? The only solution to this madness is the disintegration of Nigeria. Are you supporting it, or you are still waiting until the logistics in this thing you see here begin to descend on you in the southern Nigeria? Oduduwa and Biafra. Are you listening? This is just the beginning. Support Nigeria disintegration.
Are you people seeing it? Is that not up to almost 2,000 to 3,000 vehicles bringing Fulani and their luggages and their whole life into this? Where are all these people going to? That's where they are carrying people. Look at it. And PM just put this morning. So these people, they have to bring in their people from North Africa to come and settle in our land. This is it. The type of thing we are all going through. Then elderly men, what's his name, was lamenting. Emmanuel Iwanyang, that nobody comes to the meeting. But now, let me play you people the voice, this voice that our sister sent me yesterday, and we will all analyze it. I would want everybody to have a say, because this video, I will be sharing it myself. It must go viral.
Igbo in Destiny. There were
the only active prof on issues of the moment.
There were okay matter.
Kita can follow here.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, indeed, him then I query. See you have 200,000. No more doing her. Oh, the latest scamming rule in Nigeria. Amaramu ihe mere ha ji chee na mbụ na m kwesịrị benefit from the wickedness.
For those of you who are not Igbo tribe that is watching, this professor, they scammed him. Or is it coming, they call it, or you know, when they hacked his phone. The same thing they did to me. Because I don't know who does all this. They told me that we are having a meeting, IPOB meeting. I said, what time? They said 7 p.m. That they will send me a link, that I will use that link to join. I said, okay. They sent the link. And that's not how we usually go on meeting. When there is meeting, they will just call everybody and we will all be there. I don't know why I did not think like that. And immediately I clicked the link and was using it to extort money. So that is what this prof is talking about here. They hacked his phone and started demanding for money and things like that. So that's how he started the conversation with this very politician he's holding this conversation with. So my people, you will all hear what will change your mind. Like he tried to convince this very man he was discussing with. So let me continue.
Yeah. As soon as I hear about hacking, I struggled for 2 days to restore my WhatsApp. So I hear a major. Oh yeah.
Ọ dị mma.
Ịhụgonu ka obodo ghasara.
Onye kwa nsogbu.
Kedu unu abụ ndị nọ na corridors of power? Kedu solution unu?
Ọ ị na-ajụ ya ajụjụ a.
Kedu ihe m ga-ajụ ya oge ma bụ nwanne m nwere onye mụ na ya na-ekwurịta? Kedu ihe ga-eme?
Ọ bụ a retreat ha mere on
last year.
They titled it where Paulus and Madek as chairman invited all the governors of the Igbo speaking states.
Yes, for Diane, the man is asking him, you people that are the corridors of power, how are things going? And the man said, oh, that is you that I will ask. And he said, no, you are my brother I have there. You are the ones to tell us. So he started telling him that the Ohaneze had a meeting. Let's hear what the hopeless and Ohaneze without brain are saying.
None appeared. Only Governor Enugu State sent the deputy. So, how kọwalụ nnọọ ihe ha ga-eme na blood guilt na no coup of 1966 ebe ndị Igbo gburu ndị Hausa. Ha sị na onye gburu ọbara ga-ekpe ọchụ.
So what the man is telling him, the politician, is that them, the Ohaneze, have decided that the Fulani told them that the Igbos killed their brothers, and that anybody who killed will sanctify himself with either pleading or begging for forgiveness or cleansing with money or anything for them to be forgiven of their offense or of their blood guilt. So let's hear what they said.
Round penetrate ndị Awụsa ọ bụrụ okwu abụ n'ọnụ. Na ndị Igbo ga-achọ akpọ onwe ha na ka wee nye mgbaghalụ. Because now the blood vengeance that is crying innocent blood. Now onye bụlu papa ndị Fulani na afọ bụ Chukwuma. So and
yes, he says also that the man that killed their father, is it Sadwana of Sokoto? That his name is Chukwuma, maybe Chukwuma Nzog, that they have to come and pacify them for that killing.
Then action and reaction are never equal. So now heat and operation came from that incident of 15th January 1966. I will send you the document. Then I knew about people. Malum obu na nwere ihe na-achụ anyị n'ilo. Na ọkwa maka na anyị bido n'ụlọ na-achụ onwe anyị.
So the one talking now, the politician or the Ohaneze man, said that they are saying that why the Igbos are problem is because of that killing. And because for that reason, they have to make appeasement. And the man is explaining further, saying that we, the Igbos, we have to look inwards, what is pursuing us, and look outwards, because an action begets inaction or reaction. So that's where he is now. It's a very long conversation, but I hope that Diane understands people, so that I will just leave the video to the voice to continue.
1 million can 500,000. Yes. Na akọwa bụ ije ndị be anyị nwatakịrị na-aga njem na-asị akọbụkwala ije asụsụ Igbo na-asụ na mgbe ochie. So mgba iwu anyanwụ na gị nwa bụ iwu anyanwụ bụ nna ndị Igbo. Now you have realized na Enugu State bụ the citadel of Igbo administration. Now, Governor Enugu State is not bound to be the guardian of every other governor in former Eastern region. And Alice Madeke, the first Igbo son that ruled in the Igbo after Igbo became, after East Central State to Anambra State. Now, Alice Madeke was the second person after Jim Ngobra. So now the three of you can partner to begin to pull the other governors one after the other. So that God may have an opportunity to re-strategize. Or I call it Abduction. Listen, where the trust of Ndi Bonina and the governor in the Southeast.
Now, the president of the Ohaneze, Mr. Iwanyanwu, called for a meeting of the governors that he said, I trust all the governors. Iwanyanwu, hello, my wonderful sister Julie. Thank God you are here. My people, you will hear a mind-blowing bombshell from this Ndinzuzu Ohaneze, Ohanatolo. So, as the man was telling his prof, that's the politician Ohaneze, was telling the prof that Iwanyanwu called a meeting of the governors, and none of the governors turned up. So this is it. And he was just listening, the elderly one, he is just just listening to get all the points that this Igbo Ohaneze has before he will unleash his own bombshell on him. So he is just listening. So let's keep listening.
So, if I advise Igbo, what I would answer, 100 people that were accredited to attend that function, and that was heads of organizations and parastatals and civil society organizations. And I documented it. So Nehepeseme was set in motion from that meeting. The chairman of reconciliation, the chairman of peace building in Nigeria, Dr. D.N. Okechukwu, gave him 100,000 naira. Nigeria completed without the pollution, without pollution, now, reconciliation of 2019. Community patronage. I was part of that reconciliation from 2002 to 2019. About 6 days ago, I sent some voices. But Rmain that were head in the community, and after I had that operation of the so-called Ndio sent 4 hours voice message to Ndio, renewing that reconciliation achieved in 2019. Now, Governor Nyelha Koboko, now Commissioner of Police Nyelha Koboko. So now a engineer, instilling issues that should intensify a new rebellion.
Okay.
Where unleash a curse upon him.
Hello, Henry. Thank you for joining.
Guide. A stop of that confusion. Na fama nwa chikwekwu na ka ihe gbankwe ha ogo ihe abatara ha na ụmụ na ha ụmụde to start a war. This took place for 3 days. The third day, what happened? Rmain that came while in Abuja died.
Okay.
Uruku busted into celebration.
Okay.
So Nakaji Igbo Arabaga Igbo. Ihe na anyị nwa bụ Igbo kwesịrị ime ka Nigeria dị mma. If we know ihe Igbo mere na 1966 ka Nigeria ji kwụsa. Because at the time of 1966, Igbo.
Look at what the man is saying, that it is because of what Igbos did in 1966. That's why Nigeria was in a disarray or in a chaotic situation. He has already condemned the Igbos by himself. And the man
no reason whatsoever to engage in talk less of being the champion. And we have not seen reason yet why we have to retrace our steps. And Nigeria, both are more, no. But as in a village, na family, both are amateur.
Okay.
Oh, here, no, now, Ngewa, na ihe kire, na Ochulo, na Patronage, or patrons of Destiny Lineage Trace and Global Family Reconciliation Initiative. So, na anyone the governor there, the acknowledgement of the governor. Okay, good at later. The pioneer, Destiny Lineage Trace and Global Family Reconciliation. So we need a reconciliation as a family. And then they qualified. If we can restructure our family and unite as one, we can champion reconciliation across the world. The Shite and Sunni, but it's children of the people of one destiny and one origin. Man, because of Nebulu, they lacked blood and line of Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad. Shite, but 90%, Sunni, 10%. So the blood guilt of that innocent blood, because they won't hear any crime this man convicted to deserve his death. That is a conflict in the Middle East. The last cousin of related to Muhammad blood.
Okay.
Oh yeah, bonye Igbo, eji we bido Igbo. Umunne bụ ndị Muslim bụ ebido Igbo nwa. Till date. So now that Ali, one cousin Muhammad, or getting the crime or commit, eji we. So he was innocent. All the same way, ka Chukwumanzo would you ebu Sadwana.
So he's now comparing the killing of Sadwana of Sokoto by Chukwumanzo with the killing of Muhammad's brother during the olden days. That Muhammad's brother did not do anything, called Ali, and he was died innocently. That the same thing is what Chukwumanzo did in Payin Sadwana of Sokoto in 1960. And anybody who is very matured will understand that before the war, these people started killing the Southerners, Yoruba, Nupe, Igbos, TV people, Gwari, all these people, these Fulanis from North Africa, they are not even Nigerians, let alone being Biafrans or Duduwas. They started people, just what? That's what you people, this video recorded what is happening recently from the north, the border in the north. They are bringing their people. As they buy people, they will rename the place and go and bring their people to settle in the zoo. You saw how many lines of vehicle bringing them and their dirty belongings to come and settle in our lands. Because some of them will go to Kwara State, some will go to Ogun State, some will go to Oyo, where they have driven people away. Some will go to Benue State, some will go to Plateau, and some will come to Igbo land. This is it. And now they are building a train station from Lagos to Calabar to surround us, because there's war to dip their Quran in the high sea, and they are almost achieving it. That is if Oduduwans will allow them to do that from that end, because in Biafra land they will not dare. They are trying, but they will fail. It's dead on arrival. So this very man is saying that Chukwumanzo buying that Sadwana of Sokoto, he is an innocent man. And let's listen to what this man, he blew up against this man talking. The elderly professor, he blew up. Hello, Chooks. The so-called Ohaneze has never been the representative of Igbos, not at all, and it will never be.
The Fulani when Avenge his death till date. Can they believe the new them? Over the years you were not no. So this is what we, and until we rise to do it, nobody preacher I say yes. No help us name. So our book has gone to the press. Oh, it was the costing. For my thing I mean now. How many pages when we get cost lawyer? I cost lawyer. I was going back yesterday. Say, now I can make job or you go there. No, you know, you go 100,000. You can send the legal materials of that I copy. Who I'm so now among our head of a parastatal that I have told you no. Destiny lineage trace, and the Global Family Reconciliation Initiative. So we need to begin to reunify our family as a family of nation. Nigeria, we sung if we are able to achieve this. Then I could get about 227 went for your message. So now this is the best hour to do it.
There were Dr. Harford. Abanyukwa now. Bere me banyu network. Ajụjụ m ga-ajụ tutu m ekwu ihe m chọrọ ikwu. Ndị Fulani a Nigeria ha bidoro gbuo ndị Igbo gbuo na 1937. Ha bịakwa gbuo ndị Igbo 1945. Ihe ọba ịnahụrụ kwuru okwu independence Edunya Akintola not. Harapụ ịnahụrụ na ndị Yoruba bụ Akintola ndị na-ekwu independence gbuo ndị Igbo na 1953. Gbuchacha nke ọma. Taa ihe a niile ha na-egbu ihe a niile ndị Fulani na-egbu ndị Igbo. Kedu mgbe unu ga-eme ya Avenge? Unu wapụ ndị Igbo.
So, my people, you heard it. The professor is asking Dr. Harford that the Fulanis killed the Igbos in 1937, 1945, and in 1963. You are saying that because of Ahmadu Bello, that they are buying everybody. When are you people going to avenge the buying of your own people? During these years, 1937, 1945, 1963, till date. The man is asking the Ohaneze man, when are you people going to avenge the death of your own people? When?
Okay.
Ajụjụ ka m jụrụ. Chere ka m bịa. Eze ndị Fulani abụ Ahmadu Bello egburu. Unu na-aga ịrịọ maka ya. Ma abalị wee gburu eze ndị Fulani, eze onye ozi Ahmadu Bello. Ndị Fulani ha abịago mee ịrịọ maka ndị Yoruba edunyere Balewa quelling the Weti riots in Western region. Bukata ndị Yoruba bụ ihe ogbugbu a na-egbu. Esi na ya bịa na-egbu ndị TV Ahmadu Bello. Bukata ndị TV Middle Belt a na-egbu. Bụ ihe wetara ndị a niile mere iku anwa. Ma treasonable fellow na-eji tụọ agbolo nga. Onye egbu. Ahmadu Bello a na Balewa bụ ndị chọrọ igburu ọchịchị Nigeria by force na 17 January. Bebe Ademoye ga Manzogwu ha ndị batara kwụsị measure precipitate coup on January 15th to stop them taking over Nigeria finally. They are made to survive today. More coup of 15 January. If Ahmadu Bello and Balewa have been allowed to carry out their own coup, that was to take place after Ahmadu Bello had returned from Lesser Hajj. So, unu emego ndị a niile Avenge. Unu wabụ ndị Igbo ma Ohaneze. Lee ihe m na-agwa gị. Ị ga-agwa ka unu dị bụrụ Ohaneze ahụ na ndị na-eme ndị. Unu gaa n'iru were inyere chakol na-ete ndị Igbo n'iru. Unu gaa n'iru tewe ndị Igbo.
So the man is asking Dr. Harford, all the people that were killed in Yoruba land, killed in T land, killed in Igbo land, have you people avenged their death? Now you people should keep robbing deaths on the face of the Igbos, like picking the mud and rubbing it on somebody's face. You know what it means? Is insult on the highest order. Your own people that were pied and they are still buying our people, and you people, the Ohanezes, are contributing 100,000 and the money to go and beg the Fulanis and appease them for killing their father, Ahmadu Bello. This is what the man is asking them, that you are rubbing shame on the face of the Igbos.
Unu gaa n'iru. Ọkwụrụ na ha eme meeting. O nwere eso unu na-eme meeting. O nwere onye na-eso unu. Batin na jama ya mụ na ala azụ no.
Sorry, my people, you know, this internet thing, it ceases sometimes. It stops.
Ndị TV o middle belt a na-egbu bụ ihe wetara ndị a niile mere iku anwa ma treasonable fellow na-eji owo nga Ahmadu Bello a na Balewa a bụ ndị chọrọ igburu ọchịchị Nigeria by force na 17 January bụ ebe Ademoye ga ma Nzogbu ma ndị ma chọpụtara kwụsị measure precipitate coup d'etat on January 15th to stop them taking over Nigeria finally. But Nigeria may made to survive today. More coup of 15 January, there will be no Nigeria by this time. If Ahmadu Bello had been allowed to carry out their own coup, that was to take place after Ahmadu Bello had lesser Hajj. So, unu emego ndị a niile Avenge, unu wabụ ndị Igbo ma Ohaneze. Lee ihe m na-agwa gị, ị ga-agwa ka unu dị bụrụ Ohaneze ahụ na ndị na-eme ndị. Unu gaa n'iru were inyere chakol na-ete ndị Igbo n'iru, unu gaa n'iru tebe ndị Igbo. Unu gaa n'iru. Ọkwụrụ na ha eme meeting, o nwere eso unu na-eme meeting. O nwere onye na-eso unu. Batin na jama ya mụ na ala azụ no. Bụ unu wa niile bụ ndị na-eje meeting ahụ. Unu adịghị akpọ Igbo ọzọ ndị ga-agwa.
Yeah, my sister said they have nothing good for the Igbo race, the Ohaneze, nothing at all. The thing is that they are using them. They are the way they buy people. That is to put fear in you. That was the same way they did in 1808 in the north. Pied all the Hausa chiefs. They pied them and settled their own people. And that's what they want to do now. You saw this long motorcade of people from the north coming from Sahel to come and settle there. That is what they are doing. That's why they are stealing all this money, oil money, to go and bring their people and settle them in the zoo. This is it. My sister Diane said, the very day I heard that Emmanuel Iwanyangu was appointed as Ohaneze Igbo, I knew that he will never support Biafra freedom. He has done a lot of evil to Biafra in general. Fantastic. Iwanyanwu, when I was in the zoo, Iwanyanwu was one of those who collaborated with the owner of Otokoto Hotel. And we are buying our people, harvesting their organs, Vejenele abroad. Iwanyanwu, that criminal, and he has this RCC that we take contract to build roads, and he will just go and throw sand there. Once the rain comes, it will wash off everything. Already he will put the money in his pocket. As big as he is, that's how sizable his criminality is. That Iwanyanwu to go to hotel until a tip-off to the police, and they were busted. Diane is fantastically correct. This is what they have been doing to our people. Using these demonic people that are very evil to separate all of us. We would have been at peace with everybody. But it is this Ahmadu Bello in 1952, when he came to the UK, and a white man was asking him, he said, oh, Igbos, anywhere they go, they want to be what? Because their people, traditionally, they live in the bush. Somebody living in the bush, how do you expect them to be living in a good environment? We are people that love good environment, and we live in good environment, and we like to develop. Southwest and Southeast, we go to school. We are properly educated. In every family in Yoruba land and Igbo land, everywhere you will find it that will be leading the rest. In Igbo land, what we do, even if you are a trader, whether you are educated or not, we have this chain of training 2 or 3 boys or women, whoever wants to trade. After a number of years, you will settle them and set them up. That chain of link of upbringing and development, we never break it till tomorrow. It's still going. At Alaba, at Onitsha, at Aba market, you will see 3 or 4 boys serving one master, and they will be settled according to the number of years they have served. We are in the south. They came as what's his name? Chinua Achebe said that the coming of the white man to Africa was like a knife that came to the center and broke the link. The center could no longer hold, and things started falling apart, and we no longer became at ease. This is it. We have a book called Things Fall Apart and No Longer at Ease. These are all the book of Chinua Achebe. That's what Fulani is doing, to break all of us into pieces. Because if we are in pieces, we can no longer become the same. To the extent that this agitation we are doing, they will still have people within the insider, within what we are doing, to be reporting to them. So my sister Mary said, same method and same way they did and subdue Hausa people in the 1808, that is the same method Fulani is using until this 2024. Almost how many decades now? Because the method worked for them before. This time around is dead on arrival. This time, a prophet, a man of God said that a time will come when our grandchildren will be told about the history of the Fulanis, and they will be asking you, how do they look like? Because God himself is going to wipe them out. My brother always said, Biafras, you That man, he is evil, very big one, but he will get woto woto very soon, and mad people. Yes, mad people everywhere. Onyendu saw all this. That's why they are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because they believe that they must spy somebody who is very important to us. But God will not let it, even if it is my own prayer alone, because I have Onyendu's picture on my altar. He receives prayer every morning. And I know that so many of you praise for Onyendu, because Onyendu is a good shepherd. He said that it is only death that will stop him talking about Biafra. Onyendu, this man mentioned him in this very. When my sister sent me this yesterday, I couldn't sleep. I'm telling you, I couldn't sleep. I said that Biafrans must hear this. Yes, Iwanyanwu, Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, Atoeze, and all the politicians, everyone in Ohaneze Igbo group in Southeast are just making money from the blood of their people. But their end is here. My sister, that's it. That's it. If anyone wants link to come in and join, please indicate. But let's play this.
See here, the Fulani na-egbu ndị Igbo gbukata 1937, 45, 1953. Gbukata ndị Yoruba in quelling with riots. Gbukata ndị Middle Belt. Amadu Bello na-ekwukwa ekwu na ihe a na Middle Belt bụ footstool ha na Gidip Koran to the sea. Na ha ga-akọnka ma Igbo ma Yoruba ma gịnị. Ihe niile a na-eme mekata tupu eme that coup. That coup d'etat, a coup d'etat, January 17th, 1966. Ahmadu Bello na Buhari na Kintola na plan to walloping the coup d'etat. Move attack Nigeria, coup d'etat. Me coup d'etat na Nigeria. She's in Nigeria. Edo cheta demologun wa na show the inde. Mandini may change the army leadership. Ndiga carry that coup d'etat. We hemere nzogu. Brought up in January 15th. To prevent Ahmadu Bello taking over Nigeria, Yana Balewa, in a coup d'etat. And if that had happened, Nigeria would have disintegrated. It is that 15th January that saved the Yoruba, that saved the Igbo, that saved the Middle Belt, that saved the TV, that stopped the Wete campaign in West, Yama, and preserved Nigeria. Today, India was normal. They were Ahmadu Bello. Not that nobody wants killing. But the Fulani want killing. That is killing is their business. Now, till today, I had the Fulani na Hausa believe on Ije. Unu Igbo. Where ma otro history unu bidoro bụ January 15 na-egbureze ndị Fulani. Ndị Fulani gbukwara eze ndị Igbo since 1937, 45, 53. Eze ndị Yoruba since 1962. Na-egbu Wete campaign na Midwest na Western region. Na-egbu eze ndị TV, na-egbu eze ndị Middle Belt. Si na Ahmadu Bello si na ha ga-edipụrịrị Koran into the sea. The sea. Na-ekwu na Middle Belt the footstool ha na ha nkago ha na ndị ọzọ ma Igbo nka. Unu abụ ndị akpọrọ onwe unu ndị Igbo. Unu were chakol inyere jenete ndị Igbo n'iru. Sinu na aga ime abolition area ndị Fulani arịrị ya. Na ha na unu gburu eze ndị Igbo. Ndị Igbo, sọ ndị Igbo mere coup ahụ. Ọ bụ sọ ndị Igbo mere coup ahụ. Nọ ndị Igbo lead, nọ Chukwu ma lead ya coup ahụ. Ihe m ga-agwa gị na ndị Igbo ọzọ ahụ na-eje iji ekwensu ahụ iji arụrụ ala anyị n'iru were pọtọpọtọ tewe ndị Igbo n'iru. ma iwu anyanwụ ma iwu kpakpando ma iwu nkịta ma iwu ewu gaa n'iru ma onye rịrị mmadụ eke ma mmanwụ eke ma ndị niile pịkọtawanị mgbe gaa n'iru were inyere tewe ndị Igbo n'iru ugbu a na-achọ ka a ga-esi.
This man has just enumerated how the Fulanis were buying our people. You can imagine, in 1937, our leaders, our kingsmen, the traditional rulers of Benue people, TV, and the Hausa, they came because that's their nature. Do you know that Fulani man, if you do something to a Fulani man today, before he dies, he will write it where or leave it somewhere for his son to retaliate whenever he grows up. That is their nature. People who live in the bush, they don't know any other thing other than buying people. There was a time they buyed one man and they dropped the knife. One soldier woman, an Igbo woman with her TV husband, a soldier as well, two of them. They left the knife there. You know how their dagger is. They use dagger, this pointed knife. So they say, na Igbo people buy the people. And that time our PM was still doing what I'm doing now. He was analyzing it. He said that our people don't use this type of knife. That knife is Fulani Hausa knife. Not for Facebook and YouTube. Aka egosi unu. Ndị fabulu just na efifie yesterday. They will do it, video it and show you. Huge boys. They say this one Yoruba, this one Igbo. The same trend is still going on. I can remember when during the war, my mother's last born, that time we were very little. He hasn't come back from Yoruba land. My mom was crying every night. She will be crying that Anthony, her mother's last born, hasn't come back. You know, even my grandmother, she will send little kids to my mom to ask whether Anthony, she has heard about her brother. You know that my uncle, he sent message that the Yoruba people that he is in their house say to him, don't go anywhere. Nothing will happen to you. He married 2 wives. Nothing happened to this man. Nothing happened to him. My uncle has about 3 or 4 houses in Apapa. They did not touch any. That my uncle came back, the one in that has house in Apapa, and the other one, they did not do anything to him and his family. When my uncle came back to Apapa, one of the Yoruba men came there and gave him huge amount of money and said, I've been collecting your rent throughout the war. This is your house. These are your tenants. But look at it today. Incitement, divide and rule system. They are now changing the mind of some of the Yorubas, not all of them, against the Igbos. I will play a video here where a prophet, a pastor, was telling their people to leave these people alone, that he's not a tribalist. He's a tribal bigot. But it's the same people. Because of that video Shetima had with one Kule, telling him what they should be doing to the Igbos. The same thing they are doing to us. Using Chinasa Chike Doziem to sell Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Using the military now to burn our villages. telling you that they are repented, but they are still terrorists. To deceive the world. When we are doing this, we want the world to know. Anybody that will sabotage Simon Ekpa, and because we are going home. God that gave us Simon Ekpa is not a foolish God. God knows what he is doing. That's why when I see this type of thing, I must bring it for our people to hear. Those of you who are Sabo, they don't even love you. They are using you. They want you to remain with this blood guilt that they want to push back to the Igbos. So this man is in the other professor, Dr. Harford, that you Ohanezes are rubbing shit on our face, bringing us down. No Igbo person should sabotage, because these people, they don't like us. Who is Adwana of Sokoto? Who is he? Look at how many people they have pied because they are avenging for a criminal, a divide and rule kind of man, a man that doesn't like the Igbos. Why? Because Igbos are always challenging them. Yorubas also challenge them. You can see Professor Akintoye or Akinjide, I think Professor Akintola, that's his name, talking to the Arise man. I played it here yesterday. Albert, thank you for joining. Yes, we don't want peace. Nigeria peace, we don't want it. All we want is our freedom. We cannot coexist with these people. They are not human beings. You can imagine people that the whole world will be talking to, UN, they will ignore them doing what they are doing.
Ibu arụ a niile ndị Igbo na-ebupụrụ ndị Naịjirịa. Onye a na-akpọ Buhari bịakwa bukata ndị Igbo, bukata ndị Igbo, bukata ndị Igbo. Ekwensu a na-akpọ ambasadọ gị na-eji mee Ohaneze gịnị ma George Obi ọzọ. Yọkwụrụ ya, yọbata na Ohaneze, si na President General. Igbo niile a na-egbu Buhari bukata. O jee were osi na medal were ye 82 Division Commander. Kene ya ka o si na-egbu ndị Igbo ndị nke ya. O nwere ihe ọzọ ọrụ.
You see, this you people will agree with me that it is an abomination that a Fulani man will be the one choosing who will be the leader of Ohaneze. They all criminals. They picked Obiozo, and before they will give you that position to be the leader of Ohaneze, they will call you to the Sokoto Caliphate place in Sokoto. You will go and swear to protect the interests of Fulanis in Igbo land. Once they come in, they will tell you they want to build their own mosque. They will tell you they want their own chief. They will tell you, before you know it, they have taken that place. Ohaneze, their leader, is being chosen by Fulani man. This man talking to this Dr. Harford, God will bless him. My sister Mary said they just use the excuse that they are avenging, but it is a lie. They want to buy and take over the zoo. Yes, they will take over the zoo, but Biafrans, we are not inclusive. We are out and they know it. To the extent that Ohaneze will be the one offering $500,000 to come and pick our PM. Shameless people. Great grandfather to our PM. Because they are old enough to be our PM's grandfather. and they are asking for their own son. Like this, our brother elderly man is saying that Buhari was using the military people in Igbo land to kill our boys. They will tell you they are ESN, they are IPOB, it's Simon Ekpa, it's Simon Ekpa. But look at the secret now. That's why I want this video to be shared for our people to get sense. You cannot say that our Prime Minister will call for donation every month for our gallant men and he will be the one buying our people because they are using China Samoru. They are using China Samoru. Now they want to use Onyendu's wife to come and broadcast on Sunday. If Onyendu's wife will come across this video, let her be ready for Biafra women. If she says nonsense, we will tell her that Biafra does not belong to her and her family. We love Onyendu so much, but if his wife will not put her mouth in a box and keep her cool there, we will lose the respect we have for Onyendu and we will bash her. Aye welo okwa gwalie yisi o uchechi nwunye Onyendu. This Onyendu put out to know this woman again because that woman the other day on necessarily photo with a Jofo that Onyendu sacked and Izekome. This is how they work. Fulanis, they will use your own person to destroy you. They can never get Biafra land. Never. They can never get it. That's why they are using all these people. You can imagine all educated fools in Ohaneze group. Ohaneze is not the representative of the Igbos. He is not. Or whoever is their leader. Iwanyamu has a very bad record. Organ, that's what Iwanyamu is. They will be using your brother and your sisters to buy you for no reason. These Fulani people, because they know they cannot do it alone. The world should know this. Ohaneze and Igbo and the governors, they are not representative of us. We have our government in exile and we have our leader and our prime minister. Period.
Nke a na-akpọ iwu anyanwụ. Iwu anyanwụ nke ya after ma otoko. Next thing ọ ga-eme bụ ịnọ ebe ahụ chọọ ka ọ ga-esi chekwa ka arapụ itinye ndị riva ka apụsi na onwere ebe Igbo niile Igbo dị ma ewepụ Central State. Ọnụ na-aga n'iru na-eme ya. Ndị Fulani a na-ekpokọ Fulani niile nọ n'ụwa Afrịka na na-eme mitin na Naịjirịa. Yoruba na-ekpokọ Yoruba niile nọ n'ụwa ma Kogi ma Kwara bịakpuo na Delta Edo. Ụwa niile n'ijọ niile si n'ọnwa nwe mana unu niile bụ Igbo ahụ si sọ Igbo bụ isi n'ọka ịbịa n'Enugu ịlaghachikwa bụ sọ Igbo na ndị ọzọ bụrụ Igbo unu na-agba okirikiri. So ụnyaahụ iwu anyanwụ ma na steeti maka gịnị? Maka ọ chọrọ si chiri gawa enyere ndị Rivers State opportunity ka ha mee produce Ohaneze President General. Unu nọrọ ebe a na-agba okirikiri. Mụnwa nwa ogbu onye sịrị na unu gaa n'iru were inyere tewe ndị Igbo n'iru. Fulani kwesịrị ịdọ mgbaghara na Naịjirịa. Haji Alimbe Kaltum n'ihe anyị ha gburu na Naịjirịa. Gwasa Naịjirịa were ọbara cover Nigeria. That Ahmadu Bello is a villain and should not be mentioned at the same time with Zika and Abolowo. That Ahmadu Bello is a villain. Balewa, the villains. Pafo Barandibo. Pafo Bara Yoruba. Pafo Bara Middle Belt. Pafo.
You see, as they are saying that Igbos must beg them for our brother who was in the army during the coup to have pied Ahmadu Bello. And this, our elderly statesman is saying that it is the same Ahmadu Bello that killed the Igbos, killed the Yorubas. Now they are saying that he is their father. Who will pay the Yorubas and pay the Igbos that they pied? That's what the man is asking him. And you people are smarting up to go with them and beg them for buying millions and millions of people in that zoo when the zoo was still one. This Ahmadu Bello, evil man, very evil.
Oh, but I TV for but I was a believe were Igbo n'iru were n'inyere tewe ndị Igbo ga-anọ n'ime onwe ha unu were eziokwu na-etinye n'ụgha. Yes, Igbo should be united. Are you uniting the Igbo? Unu na-unite Igbo? You are destroying the Igbo. That is one truth you mentioned. Now they unite with Igbo. Now they is this Ohaneze? Maybe select consensus Ohaneze with no election. Nothing. While others are uniting their people. And a restructuring. Do you have a template for restructuring? Yes, they frustrated with the criminalities of these corrupt people called Ohaneze. Evil, unu na game able. EJ on the Fulani go the guilty. Unu bures and the Fulani, unu criminal, unu bloodthirsty dog, hound. Not that anybody wanted to. Okay, was there a time the Igbo decided to go and kill Ahmadu Bello and Balewa? Was it the Igbo that sent Nzogu and Co to go and kill Ahmadu Bello and Balewa? Did the Igbo have reason to stage a coup d'etat? Was there an Igbo coup? Even if it is half a man or man, was killed in that coup, not an Igbo man. That they killed an Igbo man, even if he was a single Igbo man, he was a quarter. Does it not show that Igbo had no arrangement to make an Igbo coup? Chineke kendi ba ndị Igbo n'aka unu. Zọpụta ndị Igbo na Nigeria, zọpụta ndị Igbo n'ụwa. We are for restructuring Nigeria. Kana bụrụ ezigbo obodo. Onye ọbụla ga-develop dị mma. Do you have a template for restructuring? You Igbo going round. Unu na-arịọ ndị Fulani arịrịọ. This Fulani killing Mimbo. Onye a na-egbu n'ala Igbo was it Ahmadu Bello? The killing of Ahmadu Bello that caused the Fulani to be killing. This in the 82 division. Fulani double 82 division. On look at us, then when a war, the ESN go war insurgency. Okay, boom, Makibo, whereas there is no war in Igbo land, no insurgency anywhere. These dinosaurs, Igbo Ohaneze, may dance to the script of the Fulani. Ohaneze have even condemning those killings. Have you issued a statement? Oh, yeah, is it because of Ahmadu Bello? The Fulani are killing Nigerians. Go to the Middle Belt. Many communities have been renamed by the Fulani. In full view of all Nigerians. Go to Yoruba land. How that Yorubas are rising up. That they want to go that separate way. The Ijaw people are rising up and said they don't want Nigeria any longer, that they were going to the separate way. The Hausa people have risen up and said that expelling the Fulani from Hausa land, there is no, they were Igbo land, where Yoruba land, where Hausa land, that there is no Fulani land in Nigeria, that they are foreigners. These are the issues in contention. Oh no.
Have you people heard it? There's a Yoruba land, Edo land, TV land, Hausa land. Where is Fulani land? Fulani has no tribe in Nigeria. But they are the ones now controlling everybody because we are accepted to be divided. And these Ohaneze people that are not representative of Igbos are being used with the governors to capture and conquer the Igbo that their father in 1808 could not achieve. The TV people, why they are buying them in thousands and plateau, because these are the people that waged war against them. That Ahmadu Bello was buried in plateau where he was leading war and they buried him there. One boy from TV told me, he said, "Auntie, I watch your video all the time. This is in our land, in this plateau. That's where they buried that evil man." Fulanis are not, they are neither Nigeria, nor Oduduwa, nor Biafra. They came from North Africa. And our people, everybody sabotaging money. Is like stealing your own thing to pay yourself. The oil money from your land, they will steal it and pay you to buy your own brother. And you will be posing like China Sangoru, he's in a hotel with your brother's blood. And you are very happy. Divide and rule. You're supposed to be fighting. You can never hear that Oduduwa has two factions of Oduduwa, whether they have or not, but they are showing one front. But these people, they divided Biafra into two, so that one will be Biafra, IPOB Nigeria, while we have government in exile. And this government in exile, Onyendu has been trying to restore it so many years ago. They will be dilly-dally Onyendu. Onyendu will be looking like a liar, Oh, don't allow election, allow this, allow that. This is Fulani's work. And after using you, they will buy you. After using you, the same thing they did to Rocha Sokorocha. My people, is not just watching or listening, but you have to put it into action. You have to put your, that's why this elderly man here talking sense to the other man. Did you ever hear the voice of the doctor? The doctor kept quiet because this man is throwing the truth in front of him on his face. He is telling him real history. That's if you download this man's speech here, it will form a book.
No, Ndi chakolu, jini poto, jini mamere, mix ye, na-etendi Igbo n'iru. Ihe unu ga-agba nkịtị. Ebidogo, ichere na o nwere ihe unu mere ga-eme. Igbo bịa chịwa Nigeria. Igbo man will come with the energy and wisdom of people to rebuild this country and make it good for everybody. They don't want it. But Igbo gachiri Nigeria, not dependent on this stupidity and nonsense happening with people called Ohaneze. Which is why we are giving support to the rival Ohaneze. Murderers and killers, genocidaire, millions of your people. Granted, killing Ahmad Bello is not decision of Igbo people or Balewa, Makintola. Granted, nobody says anybody should be killed. But what about the millions these people killed about your own people? Have you made abolition? Millions, men, women, children, disbowel.
Yes, what does DOD mean, Owen? Let me know. Write it, the full meaning of DOD.
Buried alive. Buhari and Otuja, Mary, like they are still killing today. Unknown government introduced in Igbo land. Many families are missing their children. All there are still people, no many how many that are being held in jail. Lewa Fali Abuja when he mere. Igbo keji here. Onwegi ihe no mere. Ụwa niile na condemn. Si no nwere ihe Nnamdi Kanu mere sira prayer. Unu abu this dinosaurs kpọrọ bụ Ohaneze. Unu si no tabunu ga join for some conditional release. You say I'm going to observe the proceedings to know what to observe. Oh.
Do you people know that when Tinubu came, Tinubu wanted to release Nnamdi Kanu? Sahara Reporter had it. Ohaneze and governor said no. But look at it, Sunday Igboho and Showore has been released. That is the blood of their own brothers and sisters in their hands. Brown envelope of your own oil money. The Zamfara gold is for Zamfara, but the gas and oil from Biafra land is for the Fulanis. Atoeze, the one harboring Fulani in Okuzu, in Anambra State, he's the only person in the whole of South that has oil well there. Even Dokubo, with all this noise that he makes, he doesn't even have a tank of oil coming to him. The one called Tompolo is the one watching the pipe for them. An Igbo man. Though I don't like to castigate Tompolo, because Onyendu said that Tompolo was the one that actually made sure he escaped this python dance. For that, I don't like to castigate Tompolo. But for Tompolo to come down to the level of becoming a security man, guiding the pipeline from your father's compound to the north and to all parts of the world where they are sending our oil to. Now oil is scarce because our Obatobie has stopped their pipe from flowing. Anybody get Obatobie, any ajo echiche, ani Igbo ga-akụgbugodo onye anwa. Ani Igbo ga-akụtu onye anwa. Because God posited our Obatobie, the Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile. That's the man we are following now. And we play the voice of a youth. He said that we, the youth, we want Simon Ekpa. That's the man we want, not the Ohaneze. We don't want Ohaneze. Ohaneze is rubbing charcoal on our faces, bringing us down. Look at that elderly man talking to this Arise man yesterday. That Arise man was talking to this very man, and the man told him openly, Professor Akintoye, he said that them Yorubas, they are going out of Nigeria. They are going out, and they have declared their nation. Yes, yes. This professor, he even told him to share it, that he wants this message to go viral, so that every Igbo man will have a rethink of how to sabotage your own brother for blood-sucking Fulanis. Anya Burundiocha, even and when the Britain, they are Nigeria, that time, during the time of Lord Luga, they became afraid of the Fulanis. That's why they handed them over, whatever they handed to Tafawa Balewa. And it was Ojukwu's father's Rolls Royce that was used in chauffeuring the Queen when he came during that 1960 independence. Ojukwu's father, a Biafran man, that time he was selling oil, palm oil, to Panya. They call it Panya, which is Cameroon, and so many other parts of the world. That is the way God created the Igbos. We cannot change for anybody. They should allow us to live the life that God gave us. Our behavior is not sold in any shop. You can't buy it. That's the way God made us. We cannot change ourselves for anybody. This is our life. And I love this very man. His name was said in between this conversation.
This sort of entities imposed on the Igbo people as leaders. Oh, guys, Igbo bida. Oh, guys, when you know that those things will be written into history, that the Igbo have accepted responsibility for the crimes committed by the Fulani throughout Nigeria, that the Igbo have accepted responsibility for the crimes committed against the Igbo. See?
That's the way these same Fulanis pushed the governors, especially David Umahi, Ugwani, William Biano, the one in Wike, and the one of Abia. They proscribed their own brothers fighting for freedom. They call them proscribed IPOB. Whereas Gumi, the terrorist Riera, Gumi became the one that is telling you that terrorists are called bandits, that you don't call them terrorists. And everybody is keeping quiet, keeping mute. Even Peter Mba, who studied in England, Peter Mba does not know what to do. 3 days ago in Isuzu, they went there and pied people on a Sunday in India, just to keep us hungry. 2 days ago, they demolished a very young man from Biafra land, his business in Lagos. But the Fulani man's own in the name of Dangote, nobody touched that area. It was David Umahi, again, who went to demolish that young. Tell me how that boy will be feeling now. Very, very sad if he didn't have heart attack. And David Umahi was openly saying nobody is going to compensate him. That guy spent millions there. That is their plan. How to destroy Igbo business, destroy Igbo's farm with their cattle. How come they suddenly started carrying AK-47 to rear cattle? When we were kids, we will see these cattle rearers using stick across their neck with their cattle. That's all. So suddenly they started carrying AK-47 to rear cattle. Is it the cattle they want to shoot? Or who do they want to shoot? To go to people from TV, they are farmers, they cultivate yam, and what they do, they will put in the farm and cover it. These rearers will take their cattle there and eat all the yam. In fact, IDP, no more yam. Just for hunger to kill people. Very evil-minded human beings. Evil-minded. In
1937, approximately estimated 60 million people in Nigeria, in the
Yes.
state called Nigeria, since 1803. Now, the Igbo na-aga yiri a na-akpọ mea culpa, not presume the guilty on behalf of other Igbo people. Woe unto them that are saying that. And in that journey they have entered, God will punish all of them individually and collectively. Will punish them. Zeke will never be happy with them. Obara will never be happy with them. Happy with them. Osadebe will never be happy with them. Chinua Achebe will never be happy with them. Amabibi Serem will never be happy with them. Jaja with them. Ibiam will never be happy with them. Ndane Jajo Ija. Iwe inye retendi Igbo n'iru. Tena ndị Nigeria. Itekwu ndị Yoruba inyere n'iru. Ite tisi nyere. Bidu beti nyere. Ite ausi nyere n'iru. Na ngagharị arụrụ ala. A na-eji oil field na-epersuade ndị ọzọ ime ihe. Ndị Igbo akpọrọ onwe ha Igbo eze nke a ewere 20,000 naira tinyere ha n'envelope, they sell the Igbo nation. That's the thing. I know. Onye ọbụla na-ahụ ya na-complain na-ahụ ya. O mere unu ka o nwere ihe na-eme. I'm happy you've told me this nonsense because you see over n'aka. Ị na-agwa ihe na-agwakwa ga launchikwa n'akwụkwọ ahụ with this mindset. They are akwụkwọ ahụ na o nwere ihe ndị Igbo mere ndị Fulani. Igbo never arranged any coup. The Igbo never killed Ahmadu Bello Balewa. Some army officers led by mostly.
Yes, Osisa and genuine Biafra. Don't you think that we will be wiped out if we keep on ignoring the governors or Ohaneze with the rest money buyer? We need to think seriously about this. I pray. One name ịgbago n'ụdị ife ụfọdụ ada ekwuye n'ebe a. Ada ekwuye ebe a. You know? Ọ ife m ji wee rapụ mgbịrịmgba m ebe a. Onye chọọ ya you know? Mana this very voice ọ dị na nke our prime minister oge go the thing. Oge gị ya. Rapụ no nwayọ.
Igbo people that carried out that coup d'etat. And that coup d'etat saved Nigeria. Fulani to continue to be part of Nigeria. Because if Ahmadu Bello and Balewa and Akintola had been allowed to continue killing Westerners, to continue killing Middle Belters, to go and wall up Nigeria and take over Nigeria, they would have, that crisis would have scattered Nigeria and there would be no Nigeria today. Gawan Niru Ma Chineke kere ụwa n'uju ya ga-azọpụtarịrị ndị Igbo n'aka unu. Ọ bụ n'aka unu first ka a ga-azọpụta ndị Igbo. Igbo with one voice. We are even thinking aka ndị ya kpọrọ onwe ha Ohaneze Igbo njide jidere Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes,
Kanu, you know, like I do, was not fighting Nigeria. Yes, he was agitating for secession. The Igbo have not decided for secession. But because of Megide, Nigeria, he wanted secession. That is his right to self-determination. He organized ESN to fight federal government. He organized ESN to expel the Fulani from the farms and highways and villages of Igbo land. The Fulani imported into Igbo land all over Nigeria by Buhari and the Fulani to conquer everybody. To extort.
Have you people heard it? They said that the word of the elders is the beginning of wisdom. This man, I love him so much. I wish he left his number. You know what he said now? That Nnamdi Kanu was not, that this Ohaneze, to start with, they are not talking about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Holding on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is holding the Igbos. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not fighting Fulanis. When he established ESN, he only did it because he wants to save our people from the marauding Fulanis in the farm, buying people in the farm. Because when you buy the farmers, nobody will be able to eat. If you are a millionaire and you don't have food to eat, will you eat your money? Is it the coin that you will eat and swallow, or is it the paper you will have that you are dieting? Are you dieting on your money or on the food? So the farmer has to have a free life to farm, the millionaire to eat. If the farmer does not rear cattle and the egg and the chicken, you will not have any fried egg. Or you want to be a vegetarian. If the farmer did not farm the vegetable, where will your vegetarianism end up? That's what the man is saying. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu only established ESN not to fight Nigeria, but to save our people. But they are not talking about Onyendu. All they are talking about is to go and beg Fulanis for what happened in 1966. Can we imagine? But as my sister Mary said here, they are not for the killing of Ahmadu Bello. They are fighting to come and take over our land, because our land flows with milk and honey that God gave us. God loves us so much. That's why he gave us all those minerals. We have coal, we have cement, we have everything you can think of. We have oil and gas. The oil and gas that made Nigeria known all over the world is in our land. The world should know it. Yet we are being marginalized. We are being sidelined. Every time that we say that we are agitating, we are agitators. Why not? Even the Hausa people have woken up from their slumber. Everybody is talking about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but Fulani man they will tell you nobody should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why? Abba Kyari was the one who bought Ikonso. And after all that, they made him super cop. America, when they caught Hush Puppy, he mentioned his name, that he works hand in hand with him. America sent for Abba Kyari. Malami said no to America. My people, onye niile na sabotage Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, na sabotage Mazi Simon Ekpa, our prime minister. Ani Igbo na ọbara ụmụ Igbo ga-egbu anwa, ma nwoke ma nwaanyị dị n'ime. Yes.
Got money, they destroying the economy of Igbo land with the help of factions of their army. Eme Owani Lema. Manunu na ọrụ eme na-eme rụkwụrụkwụ n'ọdị Igbo. Rụkwụrụkwụrụkwụ mgbe unu ga-eje ụkwụ ga-akpọ ha n'ebe anyị ha na-agagharị. Because they are wicked souls. They are human beings. Abarunu jog. Is there anybody telling Igbo people to go and fight a war? No. Is there anybody? Why not come and organize yourself and be united and watch what is happening, going to happen under Tinubu? And watch. The Yoruba people are angry. Igbo people, Igbo masses, not you people. Igbo masses are angry. Niger Delta, angry. Ogoni, angry. Ijo, angry. Urobo, angry. Bini, angry. Indi, angry. TV, angry. Midubet, angry. Even Kanuri, angry. Outside, angry. Now, the Igbo are going to spoil things for them. Then accept guilt for what they did on behalf of millions of innocent Igbo people. No. What I have said, let them go to blazes.
Yes.
That is why isi guzoro na ndị ọzọ kwuo okwu ana ntị because ahụ ihe na Peter na Peter why not mee na akọbi ije ahụ imeko onwe ndị nke emeko nwere template for restructuring kwado and emezi invite ndị Ohaneze no South and Middle Belt Forum ama na ha hụrụ ndị ha n'anya ha na-akọghịrị rubbish. People are strong. Iwe the Nigerians about Fulanis to the betrayal, terrorism and mayhem. Oh, I'm about terrorists and conniving with Western powers to destroy Nigeria and Africa because they have no territory. Destroy Nigeria benefits them. They have nothing to lose.
Yes,
that is all
destroy Nigeria, Fulani has nothing to lose because they are not Nigerians. Have you people heard it? They are the ones working hand in hand. You know, there was a time they said our prime minister is working for Tinubu, is working for Finland, is working for this, is what. These are the things they do. They will turn it around against you, and everybody will be focusing on you while they are doing what they are doing. They want to ruin Nigeria. Look at the motorcade, that motorcade that our PM showed from the beginning of this video, where they are bringing in their people. They want to come and destroy that country. Even though the Biafrans are living, we still love some Nigerians like the Hausa people. The real Hausa people are very nice people, not Fulanis. Fulanis, they are stateless. In the UK, they call them gypsies, people who have no home. That's what Fulanis are. Then they want to use Nigeria to make their home. Yes, my sister Mary said it's Fulani Caliphate that is to beg the indigenous Nigerians and Biafrans, because Fulanis are strangers. They are strangers. And how they convince all these saboteurs is what I don't understand. These saboteurs, you are asking Fulani to give you money that comes from your own oil, from your land, for you to sabotage your own people. To sabotage your own people. Yes. Indigenous people, they will displace them and go and bring all these marauders to come and settle there, dragging us back to 1808 when we are in 2024. That's what this man is saying. This man, God will bless him. He is an elderly man, the professor, but God will keep him longer. This is the kind of elderly people we want in Biafra land. Men who sees the truth and say it the way it is. Since he was talking, did you people hear the other one talk? No. After the introduction, and this professor was listening to him, since this man started talking, the other one has never opened his mouth, because he knows that he has never heard this type of history before.
Yes. This type of thing. But any only boss now, bro, that is a small circle of traitors. Traitors. I have a kobo in my back. I don't have a kobo in my life. It's correct. I don't even want that money. Yes. I don't even want that money. Yeah. If I need money, if I want money, it's just for my little case. But in those they are never, they've taken all the money in the world, but never satisfied with anything. Oh, in all human agreement. Gwakwa mo asiri mo anwo ogboye. Ha kwushi George ajo ija ha na-eje. Jegbo won ijojo ije arụrụ ala.
Yes.
Aga na paper na ndị Igbo jere eri Fulani arịrịọ.
More than
Chineke kwere ihe ọjọọ Chineke ekwela ihe ọjọọ ihe unu na-eme. Ịrịọ Fulani arịrịọ ọnụ. Fulani arịọ ga-arịrịọ ogbugbu ha gburu ndị Igbo 1937, 45, 53. Ogbugbu ha gburu Yoruba 1962 to 15 January 66. Ogbugbu ha gburu ndị TV. Ogbugbu ha gburu ndị Middle Belt. Ogbugbu ha gburu North. They've killed almost 60 million people. The Hausa people are now accusing them of killing 7 million Hausa people between 2015. Okay, what are you going to tell you now? Me mecha zitere ihe ndị Hausa na-ekwu now. Gụọ ya tupu na-ebido gawa ije ọjọọ unu na-aga. Ajị ya arụrụ ala. Ije amaghị ihe. Ọ bụrụ akọ na ije ka unu na-aga. Nzuzu na ije ka ha na-aga. Nzuzu na ije. Ije na nzuzu. Iberibe ka a na-akpọ iberiberism. So, biko uru eje n'ije ahụ alọchikwa n'akwụkwọ ahụ ma ọ bụrụ ihe a bụ ihe dere n'akwụkwọ ahụ maka ị na-ekwukarị na abolition na nke a. Yes, there was a civil war. There is a history of that civil war. That history did not begin on 15 January. But that is where you people's history is starting. The history of killings in Nigeria didn't begin with 15 January. 15 January killed 20 people or so. That was not the decision of the Igbo people. Was not the decision of the Igbo people. They killed about 20 million people, 20 people, of which one of them was Igbo, for refusing to give them the keys to the armory. If an Igbo high-ranking officer refused to give keys to the armory, does it show the Igbo knew about that coup d'etat? Uno never accept responsibility for what you did on behalf of others, for what you didn't do. Very proud and they talk ni Fulani bobara obara niru. Wedi nyere na tendi Igbo na-enwe ha mere na niru. 20 people were killed or so. What about the millions, almost 60 million people killed by the Fulani? Okay, if you object to the estimate, what about those they killed 1937, 45, 53, 62 to 66, and then in Yoruba and Middle Belt and so on, and Hausa land? Ije beribe, nzuzu ni ije n'okpara kobi ije. Le na akọ onye nzuzu na akọ. So I don't accept that thing. Bury this voicemail. Yeah. Thank
you.
This discussion, this conversation is recorded. Thank you. Invite. In fact, Iwan himself. Niji na boss na ya Igbo Ohaneze chairman eventually pressure tinye there. But I have not told you. Presented me to Ohaneze Nek some organic anjo. Ohaneze Nek melum say nothing. And say I don't mind the way Jibatanucha. Now what God desires to see you for the legacy you leave at your exit. And that is what exactly what you're talking about. It does not matter. Say no matter in case I'm going to leave. And my Facebook is going to guide. So now, problem there, to at least to be part of this information. And the documents have circulated. How you going to say? Okay. So now, in-depth knowledge in view. Not name will need your name will end up with layer. Not in the Igbo. So you have given me an in-depth analysis.
Oh, Chineke. Man indeed, better.
So and it's a shame. It's a shame. Nkanya na ekwu no bo kwa no fu one unity, and the one na sponsor to split in the Igbo. Is going ahead to split. Okay, Igbo take. Email invite all the governors. None came.
Hey!
Also, because I name
on whose behalf are they going to beg the Fulani?
I am.
On whose behalf are those traitors, criminals, going to beg the Fulani?
On
whose behalf?
A danger signal.
Are they going to beg the Fulani? That is thanking the Fulani for killing the Igbo. Thanking the Fulani for killing the Yoruba. Thanking the Fulani for killing the TV. Thanking the Fulani for killing the Hausa. Thanking the Fulani for eradicating, wiping out the Hausa. Thanking the Fulani for eradicating, wiping out the Middle Belt. Thanking the Fulani for the atrocities, unknown gunmen, terrorism they impose on Igbo land, the East, the South, the Middle Belt, Nigeria as a whole. Is Bridge. Ndị kpọrọ ụwa niile akpọgo ndị Igbo ndị nzuzu. Because ha nwere onwere onye gwara ha mene ihe a eme eche na ya eche. Oche ihe eche tupu emewe ya eme. Lenu na ha ebidogori ebe onwere onye bịara meeting kedu isi onye gwara ha ji eme ya. Kedu onye ha na-emezi ya maka ya. Ihe a bụ ozi ndị Fulani na-edunye ha na-ejesi bịa arịọ ha. God will punish all of them. Devil will punish all of them individually and collectively. Who knows? Can you make debate?
Hello, my brother. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. My people, you know, the other one is responding, saying that they have already set out to go and beg the Fulanis. Can you imagine that? And the man is angry, asking them, who are you representing, when nobody turned up for the meeting? And they will send this big fool, Mr. Iwanyang, to go and beg, because he is the president. Beg for what? Anyway, all these Zoo Gotham media newspapers, they will start writing it, and we will be here to counter them. Let them write it. My brother also said, Fulani are bold, saying whatever, because they know that those at top are cowards. Plus what Gowon said, that Ndi Bubani can be bought with money. Well, that is it. It's not Ndibo can be bought with money. Let me tell you what it is. They know, they have a template on how to destroy people. And on their channel for that template. Mako ife family ndi IRA n'obodo. Unu man America bụ Irish. Or ndi obodo mbi befa. Fanyelu ndi Fulani that template. You make people hungry. You impoverish people in order to succumb to whatever your demands are. That is it. Simple of our situation. That is it. Farmer, how to step on your toes. Maka na ọ bụ na onye bịara igbu gị gbuo onye nche nọ na be gị, o nwego free access. So farmer no ije na farm na-emebi nni ndị be anyị. Farmer no ije na all the cities na born businesses ndị be anyị. Farmer no idemolish ụlọ mmadụ, making you homeless. That's the only way to get people to succumb. Then Fulani added their killing spree. Maka farmer etu esi egbu mmadụ. Ịnwụ ọbara ndị mmadụ, ịmana ndị Fulani na-anwụ ọbara efi. Fagbuo efi, fa na-anwụ ọbara ya na ndụ. Onye nwere ike igbu efi, igbu mmadụ nwere ife ọ dị aka. This is it. One day I was scrolling through X, which is Twitter. I saw where a man, I don't know whether he is south or west of the zoo. The man was lamenting. He said, "Oh God, how did you on earth bring people like Fulanis in our midst?" That's what the man said. I read it and I was reading it over and over again. It never occurred to me to look at the name of the writer. And I just passed because it was only 2 lines. That I'm regretting it. I would have taken the name. You know, this mind is very deceitful. Your mind sometimes can take you very far away. I wasn't thinking properly that day. I would have just gotten the name of that man. So let us continue to listen to this, our brother. It's a very long audio message.
Is there any Ohaneze functioning? Except publicity and should bland rubbish call statement that says nothing. Have they issued any statement? Guard your one day Fulani. Na say ka Fulani pushing the Igbo, how ka pushing the Nigeria. Shame on all of them. Shame on the so-called Ohaneze of Iwanya faction. Ubonia faction. Shame on all of them. Only God will deal with this wickedness on the Igbo people. And I tell you, who told them to go and do such a thing, such a dirty job? When the Fulani should be going around Nigeria pleading for forgiveness. Pleading for forgiveness. For the Igbo to forgive them. For the Yoruba to forgive them. For the House to forgive them. For the TV middleman to forgive them. For the Niger Delta to forgive them. Or for Indian people expelled from Nigeria in April 1990. Oh, or for the people now expelled by the House, they've been given notice of expulsion by the House last week, 29th April. Hey, continue. We will go on. So only Igbo pụtaziri n'ahịa na north ma west ebe niile. We read the news na ndị on the Fulani area. Oh, many take you fascinating. Agụ amụ atụrụ anụ ọfịa Igbo bụ agụ lee ndị na-achị ha. Ụdị ndị a bụ ndị a chọrọ ka ha bụrụ ndị isi Ohaneze. Oge a na-etinye lee ihe George Obi ọsọ bịara. Not a single day he made a statement condemning the killings in Igbo by Buhari and his terrorist organization called federal government. Not one day. Now, these same people have never made any statement condemning unknown gunmen organized against Igbo people by Buhari. The remnants are still doing it. Only Kanu.
Do you know that what this man is saying? My brother Freeman, you will not understand. If you roll the video back, you will start it from the beginning. This man, you are hearing his voice, is telling the Ohaneze. The Ohaneze said that Fulani said that we killed their people in 1966, Ahmadu Bello. Therefore, that we should beg we the Igbos before we have peace. Have you seen it? So this man is so angry, telling you that since 1908, they have killed 60 million Nigerians, the Yorubas, the Igbos, the Hausa, the Edo, the Shekiri, the Benue, and Plateau. They're supposed to be begging us because they are not Nigerians. They came from North Africa, Sahel. Then they are telling Ohaneze. Ohaneze is not a representative of Igbo. They are telling Ohaneze to go and beg them. And the other man he's talking to said that they are ready to go and beg. And this man is saying that they are rubbing unyi on the face of Igbo. Now, that's why he said now that lion is giving birth to a goat. Ohaneze are not representative of Igbo. They should apologize to us because we are the indigenous people and they want to turn it round. So anybody who is a saboteur is just, I don't know how to call them. They are wallowing in poverty, stomach infrastructure, IPOB Nigeria. Somebody will come from another place and be destroying your town. They will say, oh, Simon Ekpa men, or ESN men, or Biafra Libre. It is them. All people they are using, they are all criminals. They are using David Umahi. After using him as a governor, now they are using him as a minister of works to demolish every business of an Igbo man. Now they are using what's his name? Hope Uzodinma to buy our people. You remember Obibo barracks? You remember the barracks in Ahafia? They will gather our men, take them there, buy them, because these are terrorists in uniform, and harvest their organs. This is it. Our PM is just a God-sent man. God sent us that man. God sent him to us.
Tinubu has stopped it. We know he has stopped it. But those people that were trained by Buhari, they from time to time going to kill
Yes,
unknown government.
they will live long for us.
Not by the orders of Tinubu. Because they are now also against Tinubu. They don't want anything good for Nigeria.
Yes, they are also against Tinubu. You people know, some of us don't understand this. Tinubu now lives in Lagos. He goes to work with helicopter. He lives in Lagos. Tinubu has gone in there to experience what he never knew existed. When Buhari, their brother, was there, nobody heard anything. Now, every day they are criticizing the government. Why? Because a Southerner is in the seat. Even though I am not supporter of any politician in Nigeria, no one, even if that person is my twin brother, I don't support any politician. They are all, their mind has been twisted to commit crime or you will be pied. That is it. All of them. Hope Uzodinma, Governor Umahi, even Wike in Abuja now is destroying Igbo houses in Abuja. And he said that he doesn't owe anybody any explanation and that nobody will get compensation. Nigeria is a country that will demolish an individual home and will tell you that they will not compensate you. And they will use an Igbo man to do it. Wike is an Igbo man. These people force them, the people, Igbos in Rivers State, to deny that they are not Igbos.
The peace and stability is alien to their culture. It's iconoclasm, destruction. Since Arab Saudi Arabia, they are not Africa. Now, Batasi Nigeria, thinking Nigeria is now their chosen homeland. Oh, do you know Nigeria? And now, we will want to see the list of the clowns going to beg the Fulani. Clowns. Indeed, you might have a clown. You are begging Fulani. Then you are begging the Fulani for 20 dead men. When will Fulani beg you in return for 60 million people dead? That is, of which the Igbo account for a lot of it. Lekwanya, Spread to them animals in human clothing. Animals in human clothing. When he also hang with that, I have been in this position, I have been minister, I have been with this thing, I have been this thing. All of it to whose benefit? Themselves. They never helped anybody. Never elevated anybody. His people he elevated that surrounded him. You did not do him anything. Because he brought people from the gutter, made them human beings. The same thing Fulani are doing for their own people, the caliphate. The same thing other people are doing for their own people. We leaders. But if they see a talent in you, the first step is to destroy the talent.
Yes.
Yet, they are nothing to history. None of them will be buried tomorrow. They will be remembered till eternity. That's the thing. Because they have nothing to offer than betrayal of their people. If you go the thing, that they should apologize to the Igbo people and to the Hausa people, to Yoruba people, to Ijaw people, to Middle Belt people, to TV people, for that taking such a wicked journey that is an insult to the Igbo and Nigerian mentality. To catch this, that there is some intelligence. Hey, where that wicked undertaking, paid for by the Fulani. Paid for by the Fulani. We know. Nigeria. In the dark, Fulani there are billions. But I got lunch here. When he the got put out anything, because they know the truth, and they don't like the truth. When will you also run for the Amadu Bello na Balewa Buru? Yeah, that is the Ihembawa Obi. Something you should clear yourself from. Let them be talking it. Inside them, they know that Balewa and Amadu Bello are murderers, villains. Inside them, they know there was no Igbo coup. The Igbo never made a meeting to go and kill anybody. Inside them, they know that one important official, colonel, was killed in that coup for not supporting the so-called Igbo coup. Inside them, they know not to kill anybody, go to war. Inside them, they know that despite Aburi and started killing the Igbo, 3 to 4 million people. Inside them, they know all this. That they are not part of Nigeria, if we follow history. Inside them, they know they've wiped out the Hausa nation. Only the remnants have risen up to post this. Inside them, they know what they have done to the Middle Belt. Inside them, they know how many communities they have wiped out in the Middle Belt of Tory. I'm not saying of yesterday. Expelling the indigenous tribes to IDP camps and renaming those communities for the Fulani to settle. These atrocities are what Igbo criminals are carrying on their heads to go and beg Fulani that they are the people guilty. Yes, those people they are guilty.
Do you know that these Fulanis, those people that they sent to IDP camp in TV, which is Middle Belt, they built, is it 10,000 houses? That's why they showed those people that our prime minister showed on the video here. Somebody like Freeman, remember to roll the video back so that you will see it. The people that are bringing in now to go and live in that place, whereas the real indigenes of the land are living in the mountain as IDP camp. Now they are bringing in their people to come and settle there. Where did they get the money to build those 10,000 houses? Oil money from Biafra land. This is it, my people. We have to listen to this video till the end. It will soon finish.
not the people, not Nigerians, not Yoruba, not TV, not Middle, not Hausa. Ha jebe onwe ha n'ije ọjọọ, ije arụrụ ala n'ije ekwensu. Biko, thank you. Chineke ga-emere Igbo ebere, mere ndị Nigeria ebere.
I believe a divinely induced review. And not a disaster that should not have been allowed to come to light. Okay, if I didn't look at 220 to 308. This lecture, this update, you have to tell them. The world will hear it because I will do the review and update.
I say send the message around.
I will do that.
Send around.
I will do it.
Oh, Yamankabo, a conige. Open a question, Nija, Nija, and Age. How woman,
Yeah, the one responding now is saying that is a divine work of God that he opened up to the man, and now the man has made a lot of revelation to him that he is going. Thank you, Chibike. Thank you for joining. The man said that he is going to write everything he has said now, that he is recording it. He said it before that he is recording it, that he's going to write it, that the world will hear. And the professor is urging him to write it so that the world will know the history, the real history, because he must be a very matured person during that time that all this history were created.
Each time I see Ohaneze, who are all these Ohaneze doing this evil, committing these atrocities against the Igbo nation, against Nigeria, against the Europe, against the Niger Delta, who are committing these atrocities, people. Emari heading Ogoni na Ijo, Emari heading na la Yoruba na TV na Medubel, Emari heading na the Hausa. Kobunibo, Buhari came deliberately to destroy the Igbo economy. There was no war in Igbo land. He left war because they are the authors of that war in the north. It's a decoy to destroy and eradicate remnants of the Hausa.
Did you people hear it? He said that there is no war in Igbo land, that Buhari is the one that brought the war, using Hope Uzodinma, as my brother said here. Why Hope Uzodinma has made himself the commission of land, according to the news, to further more please the Fulanis. Yes, and they will tell you, oh, it's Simon Ekpa men, Simon Ekpa men. Even the military are forced to be distributing flyer against our PM. All these things are the Fulani ploy to destroy Igbo man's mind, mesmerize the brain of the Igbo man against his own brother. You can imagine that none of this Ohaneze has ever condemned Gumi, but they will be asking for our prime minister who lives in Finland to be brought back, to go and hand over to Fulani, the way they have handed Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Do you people know that they took Abba Kyari from prison to hospital, and from there they sent him home? But Onyendu is very sick. Problem. Have you people ever seen him wear glasses to the court? No. They seized his glasses because they want him to go blind. Onyendu has a problem. They don't treat him. There was a time the speculation came that they were taking Onyendu's blood every now and then without explaining to him why they are taking his blood or whether injecting in him. Onyendu is surviving just by the grace of God in the hands of this Fulani. Sunday Igboho is just like a freedom fighter. They arrested him and he has been freed. The same thing with Showore. Even Mendua or Kendua, the kidnapper, he has been freed, but they are detaining Onyendu. This is all the ploy of the Fulani, using your own brothers to destroy you. Because Gowon told them that if he had known during the war, he wouldn't afford the war. That is easy to use an Igbo man to destroy an Igbo man. And that's what they are doing. They will tell you, oh, it's Simon Ekpamen, Simon Ekpamen. And our people will be asking you, oh, is this how Biafra will come? Fulani have... This very man has pieces the history. He has, in fact, he has dissected history of that country. Done justice. Anybody that will hear this thing and will not have a change of heart is worse than an animal. Onye obodo nụrụ this video, ya na-atụsị ya ka ọ na-agato ndị be anyị. Even the video, as my sister sent it yesterday, I have been distributing it to ndị be anyị niile ka fa na-ege na-anụ ife this man na-ekwu. This man bido history n'isi wee luo update now. Mmadụ ga-asụkatazi oyibo sugbuo onwe ọ bụrụ ife ndị Fulani na-eme. We don't value our own language. We don't value ourselves. Onye sụọ Igbo asị ọ na ọ gụrụ akwụkwọ, ije gụọ akwụkwọ gụcha, no job. Fulani jide ndị mmadụ n'ọlụ.
They left that one and descended on peace-loving Igbo land to destroy the economy and the people. Your people are alive. Your children are alive. Buried, sliced throats of people, called them unknown gunmen, and attributed them to innocent Igbo people.
Yes.
Hired people, armed them in coordination with the army and military security services to be killing your people. Things that other Nigerians already know. This is what you are going to beg. To be forgiven, to be alive, to be human beings. This is the type of rubbish that is being imposed on Igbo human beings. Oh, Chineke mere anyị ebere, mere ndị Igbo ebere. This evil leadership ndị Igbo nwere imposed on the Igbo nation. This against the Igbo people, by the Igbo people, it's a different thing. Now megide ndị mmadụ is quite a different thing that they don't have leaders. Mere ndị Igbo ebere, Chineke kere ụwa n'uju ya. Mere ndị Yoruba ebere, mere TV ebere, mere Middle Belt ebere. Mere ndị Hausa ebere, mere Kanu ebere. Naka these terrible human beings called Fulani, who are aligned with foreign powers, particularly the British and Americans. They've now gone to America to have meeting. When that meeting, more mayhem will be unleashed on the Igbo and other Nigerians. They say northern governors have gone to America for meeting. You are meeting in America over the governance of Nigeria. This is the nonsense we are having in this country. These are the issues Nigeria is facing today. And lo and behold, to wipe out the face of these treacherous, bloodthirsty human beings called Fulani Caliphate, you are embarked on a journey, a forced journey, an annoying, cruel, evil journey, to go and misrepresent the Igbo people, misrepresent the Nigerian people, misrepresent God. God will take care of this question issue. But thank you.
Approve.
My people, that's the end of that very video. Wonderful video. In summary, let me play you the video of a pastor. And you hear what that pastor said. It is all the handwork of the Fulanis. Because as I said before,
I was at a meeting a few days back last week, and they said, we must find a way of checkmating them. I sat there in the midst of them, and the man said, you are not even saying anything. I said, what is the offense? He said, they are bought everywhere in Lagos. They are buying and buying. And I said, when they came with gun and shot your people, or your people collected money. Baba looked at me and said, why are you like this? I said, I'm like that. Did your people sell to them? Or they brought gun and said, your land or your life? Why don't you land their industry? Who asked you to sell your land? That was the end of the meeting.
you see, my people, that is it. That is number one of my summary of this long audio message. Let me give you another summary in video form. Then we will all call it a day. You know?
Ohaneze ndị Igbo, I am mad for my freedom. If people are tired of dancing, sit down, let people do what they know. If you hate Simon Ekpa, we, the younger generation, we love you. Stop sabotaging our liberation. Bikonu, let's not leave who to face and start facing each other. Bikonu, if people are tired, sit down.
So, my people, you have all heard it. He said Ohaneze should leave them alone and stop sabotaging our freedom. My people, we should all share this video and share the idea, because so many people will tell you, oh, Simon Ekpa is the one killing people. Is that how Biafra will be? No, no, no. He has shown us how Biafra will be through the self-referendum voting. He has shown us that when Biafra comes, Biafra will be simplified. He has shown us how Biafra will be when it comes by creating this very cabinet from 40 states of Biafra, United States. He has shown us how Biafra will be by collecting our data, so that when you are on a holiday in a foreign country, you go to Biafra embassy and show your ID card and you will be protected. He has to be persistent by standing firm since Onyendu was abducted till today. We had no Biafra government in exile before Onyendu was abducted. So to tell Ohaneze that they are not representative of Ndibu, we have to vote in mass. We have to vote in mass. Vote as many as we could to make sure that the number will swell. That's why we have to vote and register for our ID. My people, we have been here now for 2 hours 24 minutes is enough for us to listen and listen good for any rule and anything that our Prime Minister say we should do. He's leading us well. Even a blind man will see that our PM, Mazi Simon Ekpa, Obatobie, one of Biafra land, that he is the one that have come to support Onyendu. Currently, he's the one paying for Onyendu's legal team that cost millions of naira. He is the one taking us to this destination. Fulanis are destroyers. They are destroyers. There is no part of that Western Africa. Those three nations, Biafra nation, Oduduwa nation, and Dariwa nation, which is the real Hausas, the owners of the North, no one will deny one or two of their people by the basis. So my people, this one will serve, but we will show in action that we have learned this lesson by voting in mass, by registering your ID, shop in the Biafra new shop, unveiled and launched yesterday by our indomitable Prime Minister. That man, I don't know, the title we will give him when Biafra will finally come. He will still be in government, either as the first president of Biafra, or the vice, or whatever position he will get. I will vote for Simon anytime, any day. He is a man to reckon with. We all don't have to be in the government. Someone will be there. And that sincerity will always be there in everything we do. Transparency. Because we cannot be blaming the Fulanis and we will be using the other hand, portraying what Fulani believe in. I will leave you, my people. I love you all. Thank you all for watching. Share this message and let it go viral. Until tomorrow, remember tomorrow is Saturday, the fundraising. Thank you, my people. Thank you, Mary. You are the one that provided this voice message. I will love you people and leave you. Thank you so much, Henry. Thank you, Chibike. Thank you, OC. Julie Obi, thank you so much. And Freeman, all of you. Diane, my wonderful sister, I love you all. I see you people tomorrow. All hail Biafra. Peace, unity, progress, and equity, plus freedom.